Yeah, I gotta.
Really nice finish. It's well made. Exactly step for step.
So we're gonna enter the number, hit the enter button. That's all it's asking.
And then that's it.
And it says remove nozzle. That's a little confusing because that means take it off of here and connect it, but you're going to leave the nozzle on, just lift the handle, and it'll clear out the numbers and start filling.
That QR code right there is a training video.
It's a really nice video. It's well made, actually.
Look at Reagan just started smiling.
Now this well, it'll pressurize your tanks and it'll blow off the check. You just push the handle down and disconnect by turning the handle back, and you're going to hear noise. What it is it's the pressure that's in here between the check valve on your truck and in the nozzle. It's going to go out through this vent line.
Okay. Easy.
And that's it.
Do you know these gauges well enough to teach us about them?
Okay, so that's showing you that it filled to like 2,800
Okay.
on your gauge.
Uh-huh.
Again, if you park this truck and the temperature would go up to 70 degrees, that pressure would start climbing and go up probably to like 3,600.
Okay.
That's how much it'll change
With the heat.
with the temperature change.
And then
So
the red valve?
technically, you have the same amount of gas today as you would have if you filled on a 70-degree day and it went up to 3,600.
Okay.
Because it's already expanded at that temperature.
Got it.
Whereas here, it's more condensed and it'll expand if it warms up.
Okay.
So you should get the same mileage off of the tank, even though it's
Yeah, because even
rated in the lower
if it's
pressure.
not just ambient temperature, just running as well as it goes into the system, it'll expand.
Right.
Also.
Yeah, because this drops, the system drops it down to like, I think around 50 psi going into the truck engine.
If you take the fuel cap off and let it off, you either won't be able to start the truck or it'll run out of fuel.
What's that?
There should be a magnet switch on these that if
Oh.
that cap's off, it'll shut the fuel system down. Ours have it on a
That's going to save you a couple phone calls at
ours
2
have
o'clock.
it on a lid.
Yes,
We have the exact same thing right here on these trucks.
Yeah, you can see there's two metal points there, and I'm guessing they line up with these when it's
Yeah.
connected.
So if that's not put on perfectly, the truck won't start.
It looks like you can't.
It may start, but it'll just use up the fuel until it can shut off.
Yeah, it won't supply
Trying to see where the
And what's the red valve?
That's shut off. So if you're ever in an accident or anything, the first thing the first responders are going to do, if they can, turn that off. But if you read it, it says open it slowly. Like if you want to park one of these for a long period, you might want to close that.
So
But when you
if
turn
you're
it on,
parking on a
open it
Friday, you're not
slowly.
coming into Monday. I think they told me that. You need to shut that valve off, right?
We do not.
Yeah.
You could. But if we were going to let one set for a week, we'd probably shut that off.
Yeah, because it'll seep, right? You'll lose it.
It can.
could.
Yeah.
If you have leakage somewhere in the system between here and typically the concentration of gas is so high that it can't even burn at that point. You know, it has to have the right mixture of oxygen with the gas. So typically if there's a fire, it's up above you somewhere. It's burning up high, not
Oh.
For you guys' knowledge. So there's a defueling port here. Like if you needed to do something to this system, you got to empty it. This port also can fill another truck that ran out of fuel. We have a
The jumpers.
fueling hose. But what'll happen if this truck's full right now and driver B forgot to get